Dear students of Standard 9, welcome to Botany class. How are you everybody? Hope you all are well and safe by the grace of Allah. In this class, we are going to discuss the last portion of chapter 2, that is cells and tissues of organism. So this one is the last lecture of this chapter. Okay everybody, now let's start the class. Our today's topic is complex tissue or a part of complex tissue. You know that the tissues which consists of more than one kind of cells are called complex tissue, and you know that the complex tissues are of two types, xylem tissue and phloem tissue. In the previous class we have finished the xylem tissues, description of xylem tissues, but in this class I will going to discuss phloem tissue. Okay, so today we will discuss the phloem tissue. Let's start the class. Everybody see the figure. This one is the transportation of water materials and food materials, that is shown in the picture. Here xylem tissue, I think you know xylem tissue helps to transport water and minerals from root to different parts of the plant's body, and this water and minerals helps to produce food materials through photosynthesis process, and these produced food materials transported by the phloem tissue. So phloem tissue is the food conducting element. Transportation of food, that materials can move in both the direction, that is towards the root and shoot, because phloem transports food from leaf to other parts of the plants. So we can say that the complex tissue which is responsible to transport prepared food from leaves to stem and root is known as phloem tissue. Now let's see the different parts of phloem tissue. Phloem tissue consists of four types of cell, that is sieve cell or sieve tube, companion cells, phloem parenchyma and phloem fiber. Everybody, now let's see the different parts of phloem tissue. First one is sieve cell or sieve tube. Everybody see the figure. This portion is a sieve cell or sieve tube. Sieve cells are elongated, hollow, living cells, have no nucleus, is known as sieve tube. Everybody see the figure. In this figure there is no nucleus. So in the sieve cell there is no nucleus. They join end to end to form a long tube. The transverse wall of the two sieve cells are perforated. Okay, everybody see. Here is sieve-like structure. The transverse section there is a sieve-like structure. This sieve-like structure is called sieve plate. A mature sieve cell is living but having no nucleus. The food materials are transported through sieve plate. But in winter, the chemical substance callus, which deposited on the sieve plate. Everybody see this figure here. In winter season, the chemical substance callus deposited on the sieve plate. Callus is one type of lipid substance. As a result, transportation of food materials is reduced. But during spring, the callus dissolve and normal transportation of food resume again through sieve plate. So everybody, I think you understood that sieve tube or sieve cell helps to transport food materials. Okay, then second one is companion cell. A thin-walled elongated living cell associated with sieve tube is called companion cell. It has large nucleus, dense cytoplasm. Okay, everybody see this figure. This one is a companion cell. It has large nucleus. This one is a nucleus, large nucleus and dense cytoplasm. It maintains connection with the sieve tube through thin wall. It is assumed that The nucleus of companion cell controls some activities of its neighboring sieve cell. Okay, everybody? And the main function of companion cell is to help the sieve tube in transportation of food. And this companion cell are not found in the phloem of fern and angiosperm. Third one is phloem parenchyma. Phloem parenchyma is basically a parenchyma cell associated with the phloem. They are living. The cell wall is thin and made up of cellulose. Everybody see this figure. This one is a phloem parenchyma, and phloem parenchyma is a parenchymatous cell. And you know that parenchymatous cell contains large nucleus and dense cytoplasm, and cell wall is made up of cellulose. The main functions of phloem parenchyma are food storage and to help sieve tube in translocation of food. Last one is a phloem fiber. The sclerenchyma cell associated with phloem is known as phloem fiber. It is very elongated, thick walled cell. It has simple pit in the wall. It is dead cell. Phloem fiber is known as bast fiber. Okay, everybody, phloem fiber is known as bast fiber because phloem fiber is most hard. Why? Phloem fiber is most hard because phloem fiber is composed of cellulose and lignin. The jute fiber are called bast fiber. The function of the phloem fiber is to give strength and rigidity to the phloem tissue. Okay, everybody, this one is the description of phloem tissue. And the main function of phloem tissue: transport, prepare food to all parts of the plant's body through sieve tube. And another one, mechanical support and rigidity to plant's part. And another one is stored food if necessary. Okay, everybody, today up to this, thank you.